What's going on, guys? It's David here, and today I'd like to welcome you guys to the second season, first episode of This Week in CrossFit. Now, I took a quick break of filming this weekly show, but I thought this week would be appropriate with the CrossFit Games to keep you guys updated on everything you guys need to know about what's happening at the games itself, as well as everything else going on in the world of functional fitness. So whether this is your first time or your second time watching one of my videos, make sure to smash that like button as well as smash that subscribe button to let me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm creating. And without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop into today's news. So if you guys missed out on the Matt Fraser Nike Metcon 4s, well, you're in luck, because on August 3rd, we're actually going to get a pair of Nike Metcon 4 amps that look super dope. They look pretty similar as far as material upgrades as the Matt Fraser's. Obviously, it's not going to be the exact same shoes, so you're not going to get the branded heel or the diamond plated forefront on the toe, but you are going to get a nice looking Metcon 4. I think these are going to be a shoe that I'm going to pick up for myself because I haven't even actually worn my Matt Fraser Metcon 4s. So for those of you that are in my boat that don't want to mess up your Matt Frasers, you can purchase this pair to rock or to train in and not mess up your shoes. Or if you don't have a pair of Nike Metcon 4s, now's a great time to pick up a great looking Nike Metcon 4 to add to your training arsenal. With the games starting this week, we also have a couple new pairs or a couple new colorways of the Nano 8s as well as the Legacy lifters. I love the Legacy lifters. I actually did a review on the Legacy lifters about a month or two ago on how I thought they were a great weightlifting shoe. Reebok has released a bunch of new colorways for the Nano 8 as well as custom colorways that you can choose if you want to design your own pair of custom colorways. I would say that these colors are really good, really nice. I'm not really feeling the white with the rock camo, but I do like a lot of the different lifter colorway options that you have. As far as other releases go, we also have some new knee sleeves, the Assassin sleeves from Rock Tape. These are going to be actually the official CrossFit Games knee sleeve. They're a little bit more toned down, which I prefer myself. I like those subtle details, but they still really look good if you want to rock them in the gym with your planned outfit for the next day. And Reebok, continuing with the releases this week, they officially announced that they will be releasing Black and Gum Nano 2s, 4s, 6s, and 8s, which a couple of these are my favorites. The 4s and the 6s are particularly my favorite nanos that have ever come out. I have a pair of the 4s myself, but this Black and Gum colorway, it's just a really nice classic looking nano that I think will fit pretty much any color combo that you wear, as well as if you want to wear them to work or if you want to wear them to the gym. Unfortunately, these will only be releasing at the games, so if there's any way that you can get somebody to purchase these for you, that really would be your only option. Although I would assume that these are going to be releasing on the website at some point down the road, because I know that they release the Black and Gum 6s every once in a while on the Reebok.com as well as the CrossFit Reebok store. All of the links for all of these different products are going to be in the description of this video. And moving on, we've got a whole bunch of new videos and just new behind the scenes YouTube documentaries that have come out this past week. You can watch these in between events or at the end of the day just to catch up a little bit more to find out what's going on with these different athletes. Xworks just dropped 2 documentaries, one with Alex Anderson as well as one with Noah Olson, one of my favorite games athletes. And the one with Noah Olson is pretty much just a day in the life with Noah Olson. It's about a 30-minute documentary. I have not watched it yet, but it is something on my list to watch, as well as Alex Anderson's documentary, which is about 13 minutes. But it should still satisfy that games addiction. Red Pill Training also released a mini doc with Sarah Sigmund's daughter and her coach. So if you want to find out a little bit more of how Sarah is going into the 2018 CrossFit Games, you can definitely check out that documentary, and I think it will be a great one as well. Red Pill Training is actually a newer YouTube channel, but they've been just killing it with the kind of content that they've been providing. Last but not least, CrossFit Mayhem yesterday released a new podcast with TWIC, and this one is about an hour long, so it's great if you are on the road commuting, as well as if you are doing cycling like the event that was yesterday. I think it's just going to be a pretty insightful documentary. They've put out some other great content as well over the last few months. I think this past year they've really upped the level of their content game. So again, if you are looking for an immersive experience as far as getting to know these athletes, you make sure you check out all of these content pieces that dropped this week. I'll leave the links to those videos and podcasts in the description of this video. Last but not least, let's go ahead and dive into this day or yesterday's summary of the events from the CrossFit Games. And as a summary for the men's individual heats, we have Matt Fraser in first, Lucas Horgberg in second, as well as Cole Sager in third. And for the women, we have Laura Horvath in first, Tia Claire Tumay in second, and Annie Thorsdottir in third. Now, event one started with Crit, which was a 10-lap bike race, which was just filled with a bunch of spills. On the men's side, we had Adrian Mundwalder, who took first, and Laura Horvath, who took second, both European athletes, which is a great start for the Europeans. Everyone's favorite to win, Matt Fraser, actually took fourth in this event, which is a nice sight to see. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Will Matt Fraser win this year? Everybody's expecting him to win, so we will see as time goes on as to whether or not Matt will be able to hold on to that consistent lead. But as we know, one of the most important factors with winning the CrossFit Games is just being consistent. So it doesn't necessarily mean you need to win first in every single event. As long as you place some pretty high consistent standings in each event, you really don't have much to worry about. Unfortunately, we did have one female athlete, Michelle Fumagalli, who actually did sustain a wrist injury that I believe is going to actually need surgery. So it's just unfortunate with that case. With bike style events like these, there is just bound to be accidents, there's bound to be crashes. Hopefully she'll be able to recover very fast, and hopefully she'll be ready to go for the 2019 games. For the second event, we had 30 muscle ups for time, and for the winners of that event, we got to see Logan Collins take first on the men's side, as well as Christy Aramo take first on the women's side. Tia Claire Tumay did an impressive 20 rep unbroken set, but unfortunately that just wasn't enough for her to take first. And speaking of Alex Anderson, he also did an impressive 28 rep unbroken set, but he wasn't able to use that as an advantage to move on to take first. Logan Collins' time of 1 minute and 46 seconds was actually the event best for event 2, so unfortunately Logan Collins was just able to just knock out the reps and just put in the work to secure that first place win. And again, we see Matt Fraser take top 3 in this event, and as I mentioned before, he's just going to be as consistent as possible. It doesn't matter if he places first or fourth, but as long as he's placing in that top 5 spot consistently, I'm sure we're gonna just see Matt slowly over time inch out into first place and potentially take the games. Event 3, we got to see the CrossFit total, a one rep max back squat, a 1 rep max deadlift, as well as a 1 rep max shoulder press. As far as pack leaders for event 3, Royce Dune take first for the men, as well as Tia Claire Tumay take first for the women, which isn't really too much of a surprise. Everyone's favorite to hate, Brooke Wells, actually was able to bang out a 415-pound deadlift in this event, as well as Scott Panchik came out with a monster 500-pound back squat, which was the event total, or the event best for the back squat for the men. Patrick Vellner crushed a monster 595-pound deadlift, which, geez, let's just take a look. Which I think he very much so needed, especially after his 35th place finish in the crit bicycle race earlier in the day. So I think that was just motivation and drive to just come out swinging for event 3. Last but not least, we saw the marathon row, which was probably one of the most boring and at the same time the most disgusting workouts that we have had to date. It's just one of those workouts that is just so monotonous because it's only one movement for so long, for hours and hours on end, and it's just not very spectator friendly. But for the men, we had Lucas Esslinger take first, and then for the women, we had Margot Alvarez take second. Again, I feel like today's events were pretty boring. There wasn't really a whole bunch to them that I think, again, was very spectator friendly. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's segment of the CrossFit Games summary. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode of This Week in CrossFit, or should I say Today in CrossFit, because each day of the CrossFit Games, I'll be putting out a quick, rough summary for you guys to get all caught up on everything that happened in that day's series of events. Who knows who we're gonna see for the fittest woman or the fittest man in the 2018 CrossFit Games, but let me know in the comments below, who do you think will be the top female and top male individual athletes? Again, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button as well as smash that subscribe button, because that lets me know I'm creating the content that you guys want to see. If you guys want more content, if you guys just have not had enough, I do daily vlogs every single day, or I have just started to do daily vlogs every single day, as well as product reviews, as well as all sorts of different content related to the world of CrossFit. So if you're looking for more of that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as all of the links that you guys want will be in the description of this video. As always, guys, may your barbells be heavy and your coffee be black. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.